Hey, you wanna know what my top one best animes? School Days. I know, everyone's leaving. I know you're unsubscribing, you're hitting a fat dislike, but hear me out. School Days was fire, okay? We're all sleeping on bad animes. I'm declaring that we get a new trending resurrection. It's called shitty animes we like. Cause nothing better than watching a trashy as fuck anime and enjoying it. We don't need plot. We don't need convincing characters, good narrative story beats, a soundtrack that will shiver your timbers. We don't need all that shit. I was gonna go watch School Days for like the fifth time, like the 500th time in a row. Cause nothing makes me more happy than watching Makoto get killed at the very last episode. Cause he pretty much deserved it the entire time. He went the whole what 12 episode lineup, simping for Konoha for the first episode, getting with her in the second episode, and then until third episode when Senkai wanted his goods, and he's like, "Screw it, I'm down. I'm DTF." Well, even though Senkai is begging Makoto not to just to tell Konoha, just begging him to tell Konoha that they've broken up, so there'll be no loose strings or any foreshadowing unforeseen consequences. No, spoiler alert, he doesn't. You have Setsuna, Senkai's friend, who is just desperately telling Makoto to break up with Konoha to make to make Senkai happy. Even though he still bangs Setsuna. She gave up her body for this man, and he did do shit. Goofy ass. And then you got Otome, Makoto's like middle school friend in her clique, who is just a complete utter bitch to Konoha. Just cause the thought of her being with Makoto just made her sick. And I'm like, he ain't even fucking with you like that. You're a childhood friend at the bare minimum. You have the stereotype of being slated as a non-affordable route in the story. Well, then again, I guess in the school days games, I guess she would be a route. But like in the anime, in this case, she doesn't have a route. Uh, It's just messed up. And like as it progresses, Konoha is just like the worst victim of it all. Not only she's been left to rot because of Makoto and his cheating ways. His friend completely assaults her at the school festival, which I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was in a Japanese school to have those kind of festivals. Now, being a Westerner is kind of, meh. But his friend assaults Konoha at the festival after he said he loved her, and she's still like, "Nah, I'm with Makoto." Wait, can we talk about that? Can we talk about that for a second? How did he not get arrested or nothing? He dead ass assaults someone and he disappears. Doesn't make an appearance, doesn't exist anymore. He's just gone. Man is off the horizon. What? Did he get banned from Discord? Did someone remove his admin powers because what the fuck? He rapes a girl and he's 30 million miles off the map. Where the hell did he go? That's a loose plot point. No one talked about that. Did anyone even talk about that? I watched this anime through and through 5 times, and no one talked about that. Okay, moving on. Oh, but going back to Kona, I feel bad for her being neglected, being left to stew in her own like self-loathing in a way. Cause she's just nonchalantly thinking that she's with Makoto and happy. But Makoto is over there laying pipe and painting walls like a super trooper. All these other females. You have Senkai, you have Setsuna, you have Ultimate and her clique pretty much telling her to go piss off. Makoto doesn't want her. Into the very episode where Makoto finally tells her that they broke up. And it's just like, damn, she was wife. She gave everything to you. How can you fuck this up so badly? What's wrong? Dick going soft? You want to stick it in the electrical socket to see you feel something? You blind? You can't see anymore? It's terrible. And then it just like the rest of it is just her in a downward spiral. Like her mental, emotional state collapses. To the very point where, Senkai just straight up just told Makoto that she's pregnant with his child, which got him alienated from the rest of the women there, which got him mad at Senkai for saying that, and which got him roaming the streets on Christmas Eve, during Christmas. and he saw Konoha just vibing there with 30 pounds of snow on her. And he's like, I'm sorry for leaving you and neglecting you like a terrible boyfriend is, like I am. I'm sorry. I guess like she, as he cries into her fucking shoulder, and she's like, "Is that you, Makoto? Even though you left me to rot, I still love you." And I'm like, Konoha, know your value. Walk away from this man. He's been sticking his he's been shooting things in mystery boxes all damn season with this episode, with this series. Go away. Leave him to his devices. Reap what he has sown. And I like the fact that Senkai came back and she's like, man, this is bullshit. You telling me you got with Konoha? Because after I got pregnant, you threw me away and there was no other bitch who was willing to fuck you? That is some real bougie ass shit. And then we all fast forward and we all know what happens next. We all know that Makoto gets killed by Senkai because, Makoto's a fucking idiot. Like an absolute pillock, a brainlet. He gets killed by Senkai. Senkai right back to her place. Konoha texts her on like Discord like, hey, I'll be at the roof. Like, if you're looking for Makoto, he's up on the roof. Little Yakuza humor. And after realizing that Konoha dismembered Makoto's head by beheading him in a bag, we all knew what happened. Konoha just kills Senkai because apparently they're both just armed to the teeth for this death battle they was gonna have on the roof, like it's a literal Yakuza game. It's a fucking Guilty Gear game. Heaven or hell. It's like instead of reflecting on Makoto's actions, they blame the beast. Heaven or hell. Let's rock. But we all know that Konoha kills Senkai with no effort because she apparently has the more the high frequency blade from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, courtesy of Gesturing Sam, the double jumping Brazilian, and just one shot her without a question. She disavows her and gets on her father's yacht holding his head, and the anime is over. Now I just had a really shitty speed along to School Days. But I want to get to the point where I want to mention that I love this little dumpster fire of an anime. I love the music. I love that on like 7 tracks being played over and over again. I love that shit. I eat that shit up. I like the characters. I like the fact that Makoto is just the most shallow, the most emptiest piece of shit that you could ever imagine. This man is a literal zombie. His dick is pretty much in control the whole time. He doesn't think, he can't speak up for himself, and every time he goes to tell Konoha the truth, sorry, here's like some random third party ready to bust in and cock block them. You got Setsuna doing that, you got Ultimate doing that with her annoying ass. It's just like, oh, and I love the fact that Makoto is just mad as hell at the world because Senkai pretty much got him cut off from every other girl that was willing to fuck him. And he's just like, damn, Senkai, you got me fucked up. You got the game fucked up. And I'm like, you did this. You planted the seeds. You dug that grave. You have to actually lie in it. It's like, oh no, is this honestly the repercussions of my actions that I totally did not, foreseen? Let alone thought it was going to happen later? And so him getting killed because of that was honestly surprising. Because I know in the game, there was so many routes and so many endings where I think he didn't get killed. I think he got killed in the games like probably more than 5 times. If not, Senkai got killed. Konoha just kills herself, thus effectively ruining Senkai and Makoto's relationship, so they break off because, let's be honest, having Makoto's first girlfriend, the girl that those two bonded over, splatter her brains on the freaking concrete, doesn't exactly keep a relationship going. He's like, yeah, shit tough, but oh well, let that shit happen to me though. It's trashy. It's good trash. And they have the nerves to the fact that at the end of the last episode of School Days, they were showing us this teaser for like a potential second season or like another timeline, which I'm down for. I am raw dog for this. I'll be down for like another season / I guess restarting the timeline, different route of School Days. I want that. I need that. I want to watch Makoto mess up even more and then probably still die. Because there's like so many endings in the freaking game. I thought they was gonna just make that as a multi-season show with all the endings, all the routes. I mean, I know for the most part they'll all stay generally the same for half of them, but I want that. I love good trash. It's the equivalent of watching Redo of Healer, and I pretty much told my friend that I like Redo of Healer. I like okay, let me be real here. This is a short summarization, but I like Redo of Healer. I don't think that it's just this incel manifesto that everyone keeps calling it like it is. Like it's just supporting this and misogynistic behaviors and terrible things. I don't believe that bunkus. I have seen so much off-brand that does it a lot worse. At this point, Redo of Healer is just a normal piece of off-brand. It really is. It's just really shitty softcore light off-brand at its very finest. Hell, most of the people who are watching Redo of Healer were women, so that honestly speaks more about the anime. Oh, it's just pain. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I rambled for like 11 minutes, but I had to just discuss my favorite trashy anime, albeit not in perfect detail, but just simple enough for me to express my passion for this piece of trash fire that I personally enjoy, Well, I mean, I guess that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for the almost 2K likes, 2K views on that one CapCut. That really meant a lot to me. So much. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's hit that thing to 2K. And I don't know, I'll do like a live stream or something funny. Oh well. I'll catch you next time in another video. Until then, I bid you adieu.